It's 6:47 on a Tuesday evening. I'm draining a pot of pasta at the kitchen counter, and I can feel it before I even turn around. My dog is staring at me, 3 feet back, sitting on the tile, dead still, eyes tracking the fork from the plate to my mouth and back again, not blinking. Your dog does this too, and I bet you've read it wrong. Most people do. They see the stare and land on one of two ideas. Either he just loves me, which is sometimes true and sometimes not even close, or the darker one, the myth that will not die. He's trying to dominate me. He's being the alpha. That second idea gets repeated on TV and passed around dog parks until it sounds like fact. It isn't. It's a confident guess dressed up as knowledge. And here's what that guess costs you. You stare back hard to win. You yank the leash, or you skip all that and book a behaviorist for $200-300 a session to fix a problem you never correctly named in the first place. You're paying to solve the wrong thing. I want you to sit with something. That unblinking gaze you find a little unsettling? Chemically, it's nearly identical to the way a mother and her newborn bond. There's real science under it. And buried in the same behavior is one specific version of the stare you should never ignore, because it's the one that means something is wrong. An old clinician trained me years ago, back when I was starting out. He used to say the dog is always talking to you. Most people just never learn to read the sentence. So let me teach you to read it. I'll walk you through the 5 real reasons your dog stares, the handful of body signs that tell them apart in about 2 seconds, and the one pattern that means it's time to call me. Because the stare everyone thinks is about control, it's almost always about connection, except for the one time it isn't. Let me start with what's actually going on behind those eyes, because it changes how you read everything that follows. Dogs have lived beside us for more than 10,000 years. Over that time, they became expert readers of human faces, better at it than any other animal on Earth. They can't use words, so they use their eyes. A stare is the closest thing your dog has to tapping you on the shoulder and saying something out loud. Here's the piece that trips people up. In wolves, a hard, direct stare is a threat. It's rude. It's a challenge. That's where the whole "my dog is dominating me" myth comes from. But somewhere along the way, as wolves became dogs, they took that same gaze and turned it into something new, a tool for connection instead of confrontation. So when you judge your dog's stare by wolf rules, you get the wrong answer almost every time. Staring isn't one thing. It's a whole category, and the body around the eyes is what tells them apart. Let me give you the 5 reasons. The first one is love. And I don't mean that in a soft greeting card way. I mean it's measurable. Back in 2015, researchers in Japan ran a study that's now famous in my field. They had dogs and their owners sit together and gaze at each other. Then they measured a hormone called oxytocin in both. It's the same bonding chemical that spikes between a mother and her newborn. The owners who got the longest gaze from their dogs showed their oxytocin climb by around 300%. The dog's levels went up too. It's a loop. Your dog looks at you, your body floods with the bonding hormone, you warm up and look back, and that raises the hormone in your dog, so the dog looks even more. Round and round. That warm feeling you get is real chemistry. And here's the detail that seals it. They ran the same test with wolves raised by humans from birth. The wolves barely held eye contact at all. No loop. That gap is the proof this bonding gaze grew out of domestication itself. I'll be straight with you though. That study was small, and other scientists have pointed out fair problems with how it was set up. The core finding holds, but I'd rather tell you the honest shape of it than oversell. You'll know this stare by the soft eyes, relaxed body, slow, gentle blinking, maybe a lazy tail sweep. Nothing tense anywhere. The second reason is the most common one in your house. Your dog wants something. This is the demand stare, and you built it, whether you meant to or not. Near dinner time, your dog catches your eye and holds it by the empty bowl. A stare, then a glance at the door, then back to you. That means take me out. A stare with a toy dropped at your feet means play with me. Here's how it got trained. The first time, your dog looked at you out of plain curiosity. You felt that little pull of guilt. So you handed over a scrap, or you got up and opened the door. Your dog filed that away. Eye contact works. Now it's a request they make on purpose. I tell owners this all the time, half laughing. You made that, and that's fine as long as you know you did. If you'd rather not have a dog staring you down every meal, reward the behavior you actually want. A dog settling calmly on their bed, a nudge of a bell by the door, then quietly ignore the stare so it stops paying off. The third reason is confusion, or waiting for the next move. Picture teaching a new command. Your dog fixes on you, maybe with a little head tilt, working hard to figure out what you're asking. That tilt is your dog genuinely trying to understand. Other times the ears perk up and the stare is pure anticipation. They're predicting what comes next. Leash, car, walk. That's why they're watching you like a hawk. I actually love this stare because a focused dog is a dog that learns fast. You can even put it to work. Teach a watch me cue and you've got your dog's full attention on command, which makes everything else easier. And when the stare is the confused kind, don't repeat yourself louder. Back up a step. Make the request simpler. Reward the moment they get it. The fourth reason surprises people. Your dog is reading you. Dogs are remarkably tuned to human emotion. Studies show they pick up on our expressions and our moods. So your dog may lock eyes when you seem down, then come over to check on you, or hang back when you're tense and short-tempered. And here's the one that makes everybody laugh in the exam room. A lot of dogs stare right at their owner while they're doing their business outside. That's not strange. In that moment, your dog feels exposed and vulnerable, and they're looking to you to stand guard. It's the same reason some dogs watch you while you sleep. That gaze you found a little unsettling, it's trust. Now the fifth reason. This is the one I need you to actually hear, because it's the stare you should never wave off. There are two versions. The first is a warning, a hard stare with a stiff, frozen body, unblinking eyes, maybe the hair up along the back, a closed, tight mouth, a low sound in the throat. This often shows up around food, a toy, a favorite spot, sometimes even around you. This is resource guarding. Do not stare back. To a dog, holding that hard gaze is you accepting the challenge. Break it off, calmly. Don't punish it. And if it's becoming a pattern, get a qualified trainer or a veterinary behaviorist involved before someone gets hurt. The second version is medical, and this is the one people miss for months. Watch for a blank stare. Your dog gazing at a wall or off into space, looking like nobody's home. In an older dog, that can be a sign of canine cognitive dysfunction. Think of it as the dog version of dementia. It usually travels with other changes: confusion, restless nights, less interest in you than before, and staring that turns compulsive, that runs on for minutes, where your dog won't respond to their own name, or the staring cuts into eating and sleeping. That can point to eye trouble, a neurological problem, or pain. The biggest red flag of all is a sudden change, a stare that comes out of nowhere and doesn't fit your dog. So here's the rule I want you to carry out of this. It's almost never the staring itself that matters. It's the change. A new, intense, fixed, out-of-character stare is worth a visit to someone like me. Let me hand you the 2-second read so you can use all of this tonight. Soft eyes and a loose body, that's love, or a simple request. Meet the need. Head tilt with perked ears, confusion, or anticipation, give them a clear cue. Stiff body and a hard, unblinking lock? That's a warning. Back off and get help. And a blank, fixed, out-of-nowhere stare, especially in a gray-muzzled senior? That's your cue to call the vet. So tonight, when your dog locks eyes with you, you'll actually know what they're saying. That's the whole gift here. Not control, conversation. If this changed the way you see that gaze, subscribe. Every week I share practical, science-backed pet care, the kind that keeps you out of my exam room and closer to your dog. And do me a favor, drop a comment and tell me what your dog stares at you for. The empty bowl, the door, the couch at bedtime. But if you spotted those medical warning signs in an older dog, don't wait for the comments. I read every single one.